What is up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and guys, I'm going to show autographs I got at Martinsville. It was a very interesting weekend. We got there Saturday morning. Was there for the Xfinity and Cup race, and how about that last lap? Man, that was unbelievable. I know I posted on Facebook and said that Ross Chastain had brought the movie Cars to life. That was crazy, but he did what he had to do, I guess. And we'll get right into this, and we'll show the hero cards first, then the racing cards, and we'll try to get everything in this one video. So we'll go ahead and start. We got Harrison Burton there. Got him twice. Got him on this one. There. Got Jeb Burton. I was commenting there to Jeb, and he's like, man, you got several of these hero cards. I'm like, yeah. I said, back at Bristol, you signed the rest of my racing cards that I had of you for me, and I appreciate it and everything. He's like, that's cool. There, we got him on a small one. On this one here, Arrowhead Brass. Got the Osco uniforms, and I was happy to get this one. John Wayne Service Company there. That was cool. And got him on this State water heaters. Got Brandon Jones there. Some of these look the same, but they're actually different sponsors, and you know, there's Menards and Homeworks, but they look kind of the same. I got Brandon Jones on a few. There was one guy I seen, and he must have gotten about 20 cards signed. I think it was by Michael McDowell, somebody there. I can't recall, but he had a ton of stuff he was getting signed. I was like, that's crazy. That's pushing it. You know, Justin Haley there. Got this guy here. This is an old throwback. Mr. Ward Burton there. And still got the coupons on it. How about this next guy? He went toe-to-toe with Austin Hill. Got Mike Snyder on the smaller one. And then the big regular-sized hero card there. Kind of blends into the background, but I don't know what the deal was on that. I think that happened there like after qualifying or something, wasn't it? Or was that after the race? Got Corey LaJoie there on the SummerSlam. Now this is not a regular hero card. This is what they posted to promote the car, and I just went ahead and saved the picture and printed it off at Walmart. So it's not an official, it's blank back, it's not an official thing, but I don't think they made one, a hero card of that, but I thought it was cool. I got 2 of those signed. I had 2 signed from Richmond, I think, but those turned out better. And there's Corey LaJoie again. We had to get Michael McDowell. I've got about all my hero cards taken care of now, except for I think it was the one I got off of Danny in his cell. So there is the Daytona. We got him on the freight auctions. Man, these turned out really nice with that metallic Sharpie. And the 11th Light Infantry Brigade. Check out the big autograph on this one. Man, that's nice. And picked up a lot of these. I think it was at Front Row when we came down for Bristol. So, and then we got Cole Custer, and this is really light. You can't even hardly see it right here, but still got it. Might have him to try to sign that again if I see him next year. Then we had BJ McLeod, who's got a ton of hero cards. I was really happy to get this one. This is probably my favorite one he's had. But I asked him, I was like, just how many hero cards did they make of you? And he's like, man, there's just so many. It seemed like they was coming out with a new one about every week, but still cool. I mean, they keep them unique. They're not like some of the drivers you see that are, except for their sponsors, they look like the same exact card. So I really like how they do BJ's cards. They change it up. Then we got Ryan Vargas. I think he's going to be moving on to a new team next year. I've gotten, I think, everything I have of Ryan signed. He's pretty good at signing at the track. Got this guy, Josh Williams. Beetle Josh, I should say. If you've seen his fire suit he had for Halloween, that was really awesome. I know I commented and told him how much I liked that. It was cool. I think he was getting a lot of comments as well throughout the weekend there. Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer on the Accelerate card. Todd Gilliland on this one. And the Southeastern. Got Jeremy Clements, and it was my first time, I think, getting him since last year, I believe, at Richmond. So it was cool to get him. And then I added Chase Briscoe to the Stewart Haas crew. So all I need now is Eric Almirola and the big guy there, Tony Stewart. Then we got Noah Gregson right there. And then the man of the hour, Ross Chastain. Got him to complete that 3-pack. And then I got him on the Moose hero card. Then you'll probably see him here again. And then decided almost at the last minute to take that piece I had gotten signed by Kevin Harvick back in 2008. I was like, well, they're not calling for rain now, so I'm going to take it and see if I can't get a couple signatures on it. I put it back in the frame because I took it down there in the frame. Didn't want it to get too beat up, but I did add 2 signatures to it. See if we can see Brad's. He signed right down there where it's dark. I was hoping he would sign up there on his fire suit. I don't know, you can see it there. Brad Keselowski. I actually caught him before he was going to be at the merchandise hauler later on. I caught him there on his golf cart when he was going down to the compound, driver compound, and I got Joey Logano. So that is cool. We're slowly getting them. I don't know how I'm going to get that guy right there, Clint Boyer. But some of them are going to be tougher than others. Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson. So I got to get this guy next year because I think that's going to be his last year, Eric Almirola. So we're slowly working at that. And next up, I got the racing cards. Got quite a few here. Finally got this guy here, Will Rogers. He was there doing a promotional thing for the Hep B or Hep C thing they got set up. Got him one too. That's, as far as I know, that's the only card he has. The next in line from Don Russ. And I got Michael McDowell on the newly minted mem card there. And I got him on the Spectra. So I was happy to get him on those two. Got Joe Graff. Don't have too many Joe Graff cards left. There. Got this guy here, Joey Logano, on his VIP rookie. And this awesome Dominators checkered. And we got Ryan Vargas. And on the, I guess this is titanium, there, up there in the corner. Now I got this other pile to show you guys. Got Cole Custer on a few. He's always pretty cool to get. Cole Custer. We got Justin Haley. I think he was the first one we got when we got there on Saturday. Justin Haley. And got a couple more Justin Haleys. And this is the last one. And Sam Mayer. That one really turned out nice. The blue Sharpie. Sam Mayer, gray. And the base. And we got Prism. Got a few more. And we got Watermelon Man, Ross Chastain on the optic. Select Donruss 21. The black from Chronicles. Donruss 2017. We got 19. We got 20. We got the gray border, silver, whatever you want to call it. Then we got Jeremy Clements. I had a stockpile of his cards because I hadn't gotten him yet this year. Donruss 2020. 19. '21. And I was happy to get this next guy too because I have some pretty cool cards as you'll see here of Mr. Fast Pasta. Anthony Alfredo on the blue wave. And here's the counterpart, the orange, on the Donruss 21. And he just looks like a bunch of squiggly lines to his autograph. There's the base optic. And the Donruss. Then I got Ty Dillon, and I was happy to get at least, if I couldn't get any others, just to get this one card signed, and you'll see why. This is our National Treasures. And it is door number 13 of 25 there. See if the camera picks it up, 1325. So that was cool to get Ty. But he signed the rest of them that I had on the page. I think he was one of the first ones we got too. I think it was Justin Haley, then Ty. And we got Josh Williams, or Beetle Josh. On the Rated Rookie. On the Prism. Got some Brandon Jones. Always cool to get Brandon. I think he's got a bright future. And I think one day we'll see him in Cup. Got the optic. If Ty Gibbs doesn't keep reckoning. Todd Gilliland. Always happy to get Todd. He's pretty cool. And 2020. Then next up, I've never gotten this guy either before. Kyle Weatherman. This one turned out a little bit better. I don't think I prepped any of these cards when I was getting them ready, so. There's the Obsidian. And we got Daniel Suarez. The Spectre turned out pretty nice. They got him on the 2017 Donruss. Got him on the, I think this was 2021 Spectra there. And the Optic. Now I do have 2 more items. I took, I think it was what, 5 Diecast 124 scales. But I set the bar high with the ones I took. I took a Dale Jr., which I didn't expect to get. A Kevin Harvick, which he never stops unless you got a pit pass or VIP. You're probably not going to get him at Martinsville unless he's like at a doing an appearance or at a display. You might be able to get him. I know he was going to be at Trackside Live, but it just looked like there was a ton of people over there. My friend almost got him. He was close to getting him. So, and I took 2 Martin Truex Juniors, and I seen him like once or twice on the golf cart, but he never came by signing either. And I took a Chase Briscoe. But while I was there, I spoke earlier about Brad Keselowski being at the merchandise hauler, Stuart Haas merchandise hauler actually. And I don't have a big car or 124 scale, so when we got there, I was looking at there at the vendors. They're up on a hill, looking for one. I was wanting to get one, you know, that had kind of, you know, something special about it, like one of the race wins. And I went to a couple vendors and I didn't see anything. I did see the next generation car, the next gen car. I didn't want that. I don't care for that car. And lo and behold, I came across one at a vendor. A Bristol Win race version from 2020. And I'm like, yeah, I'll pick that up. That'll work. And ended up getting it signed. And it turned out pretty good, I think. Brad K there in gold. I think it looks pretty nice. I mean, he did use up most of the windshield there. So now I can check off Brad Keselowski. Show this car off a little bit since you guys haven't seen it yet. So let's see what we got on the back. That was cool. Got a little damage there on the back from the race. That's always awesome. And the DIN number that I got was number, let's see here. Well, number 23 there. There we go. We can see it better. Number 23. So that's awesome. And then I got Chase Briscoe. You probably seen in a previous video where I got that Xfinity car. And I did get this car back in. I did take my well, let me set this down here. Get the other car first. I'll fool with that later. But that Molotov paint pen that you've probably seen before. It looks really nice. Check this out, guys, on the 98. I think it looks really good. That there thing is money. Check that out, guys. That just pops right off there, off the windshield. I mean, I'm going to have to get a couple more of those markers, but they are expensive. I think I paid $10 for that thing, but man, it looks really nice. And it matches the colors. So that was awesome. And I think, well, I got a couple. I did get a couple things for my friend while I was down there. I told him I didn't mind. I would try. And one in particular, I think he's going to be happy with. Now I'm going to show the 2 cards that I got signed. Got him a Michael McDowell on the newly minted mem card. And Brad Keselowski there on one of the prime patches cards. That was actually out of 10. So pretty cool card there. And then there's one more item. Let's see if I can pull out the right card. Nope, that's the wrong one. Bear with me, guys. I didn't have his ready yet. Okay. Well, you see the guy earlier, the guy that made the headlines in Martinsville and overshadowed the winner. Let me get that out. Ross Chastain, and he sent his truck with me to try to get Ross. And by gosh, we did. Check this out, guys. See if we get the glare off there. Ross Chastain on his awesome looking watermelon truck. So guys, I think that's everything that I got signed. And if you have a favorite item, you can comment down below. And that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.